The weekend has arrived, and we've got baseball from Progressive Field in Cleveland. Tonight, the start of a 3-game interleague series between the Atlanta Braves and the Cleveland Indians. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Carlos Carrasco gets the call for Game 1 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Wow, talk about a number that jumps out at you. This guy's whip, which is walks to hits to innings pitch, is less than 1 coming into this start. That's not an easy thing to do. That tells me one thing. Not only is his stuff good, but he wipes people out quick. This is a real good pitcher.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. And we are set for baseball here this evening. First pitch on its way. Underway now on a Friday night as the first pitch of our series misses for ball 1. Fellas, we check out the Tribe as they begin here tonight. They've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this is a nice one. First game of a homestand. You played well on the road. You got a chance to grab a shower and sleep in your own bed last night. I bet you this team comes out on the attack today.
And we'll need to keep the hot chocolate flowing tonight. 42 degrees our game time temperature. The set and the 1-1 pitch. Called strike, and he's behind 1-2.
1-2.
Ready on 1-2. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
I know the umpire balled that one right there, but it was close enough. He's going to try and establish that pitch in. As an offensive player, you've got to build that rapport with the umpire. He can't give him anything off the inside half of the plate.
Hit sharply on the ground. Taken in by Kipnis. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. And now a moment to show you the lineup for Atlanta in this one. Dero, what do you got in this lineup in the series opener?
Well, Matty, you look at this lineup. The key to success is scoring early, putting the other team on their heels and allowing their own pitcher to go out there and feel like he can execute his game plan and attack and stay in the zone. This offense needs to get on the board.
Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. Previous battles with Carlos Carrasco. He's got a batting average of .444. 2 of those hits were for home runs. First pitch of the at-bat. First pitch is a slider down low. It's 1-0. And there are our umpires for this one. Working balls and strikes will be Mr. Darryl Parker.
Hey, not a very big strike zone, but a strike zone that kind of moves around a little bit too much for my liking.
Yeah, Dan, I know there's not a clear scouting report with Darryl. I'll tell you what, you're going to know in the first 2 innings where he's going to be.
A 1-1 count now to Donaldson. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And here's a slider for a called strike, and he's behind 1-2 now.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heater.
The 1-2 misses for the second ball. Now here's the pitch. That misses, so the count goes full now to the second batter of the ball game. Freddie Freeman there. He'll hit next. The 3-2 pitch. Freezes him. A strikeout looking.
Flat out locked him up with the change. changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
Here's a perfect situation. 2 outs, bases empty, power hitter at the plate. He ain't looking for a single and hoping to pass the baton. This guy's looking to do damage.
0-1, here it comes. Behind 0-2 now. Here it comes on 0-2. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
And that's his strikeout pitch right there. You know, you'll see a lot of guys swing right over the top of that one. But in this situation, he was able to hold back. That's a nice take.
Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Ramirez is there for it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Braves are set down 1-2-3. And now the Indians will see what their bats can do in a scoreless ball game. Touki Toussaint gets the starting assignment for the Braves. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, looking at the numbers, you can see this guy had an ERA over 4 last season. He'd like to do a lot better than that. He's got to do a much better job of keeping base runners off the bases. Cut the walks down and try to limit the hits per 9 innings pitched.
And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Tyler.
Here's the first pitch to him. And that misses for ball one. Now, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this team's in the grind part of their schedule right now. Just had a short homestand, able to say hello to the family, kiss the wife, tuck the kids in at night, and they're back on the road again. This should be interesting to see the energy this team plays with today. Hey, you want to be the team on the attack, without question. In the bottom of the first, starting it off with a leadoff single gets everyone in your dugout going.
Gonzalez.
Here's Carlos Gonzalez, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Gonzalez, commonly known as Cargo, his contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2.
Those were 2 great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
And that misses 2-2.
Hey, I don't mind those pitches down below the zone trying to go for the strikeout right there. But you find yourself in a 2-2 count right here. Interested to see what he goes to.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Drifting under it now is Markakis, and he's got it for the first out. And with that, let's get a look at the starting lineup for the Indians. Nero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing. Their best tool is the fact that they have amazing speed up and down the lineup. I don't even think the third base coach gives a steal sign. I think a lot of these guys have the green light. So be on the lookout for that today.
Digging in, Jose Ramirez. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. Here comes the first pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Not a bad take there on that first pitch. Not a real good idea to go up there looking for a changeup to hit. Sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Naquin, base runner at first with one out. Line towards center field. Inciarte is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Batting fourth, the shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
So a runner at first with two away. That'll bring up the switch hitting shortstop and perennial MVP candidate Francisco Lindor. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Drilled down the line. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
But this will be pulled in out there at second base, and that'll be that. Indians leave one. We are still scoreless. And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. He's assuming a role of DH in this interleague matchup.
Yeah, Matt, that's one of the funny things about National League teams playing in AL ballparks. All of a sudden, the lineup kind of changes dramatically. But the cool thing is it gets more guys a chance to get some at-bats or time in the field.
First offering on its way. And a fastball's in there for strike one. One ball and one strike to their DH here tonight. Now the 1-1 pitch is laid off for ball two.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get it a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
Three and one.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. 3-1 pitch is a slider, and he can't pull the trigger. It's 3-2 now. 3-2 pitch. And that misses for ball four. So it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
Standing in, Nick Markakis. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. First pitch coming. Here it is. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. On a big swing there from Markakis. He didn't get it to make it strike two.
When a guy's featuring big time velocity like this, you have to be on the fastball. It's your only chance. You'll tip your hat on some nasty off-speed stuff, but you've got to be ready for the heater.
Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2. Lifted the other way out to left center. Waiting on it is Zimmer. One out.
Here's how the Indians are setting up on D. And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
Here's Matt Joyce now, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one. No score here as we play inning number 2. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. Another 2-2 offering. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
Got to believe that runner from first is going to be in motion, especially in this situation. As an offensive player, just hit something hard because those defenders are going to be moving.
Three-two pitch. Liner toward right center. And there is the first hit of the ball game for the Braves. Long throw to third. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
A lot of traffic hitting the base pass first and second with 1 out. I know you're looking for a double play ball, Dan.
No question about it. I think one of the things you like to do on a pitcher is try to jump on him early before he gets settled in. So far, so good. First and second looks like a big inning could be brewing.
Too high that time with the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Two 2-0 the count to Dansby Swanson.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
In there, 2-1.
You know, Matty, I'll never understand this. You work so hard throughout the course of the season and course of this game to get in 1-0, 2-0, 3-1 counts. Guarantee yourself a fastball 80 to 90% of the time, and he takes it. Just can't understand the methodology there.
Hit hard to the right. Foul. The 2-2. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. Heading after it is Naquin. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Batting 8, the catcher, Tyler Flowers.
Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. First pitch of the at-bat. In there, 0-1. Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1.
1 pitch shy of 40 for him right now, and he's not even out of the 2nd inning of work. he's definitely not being as efficient on the mound as he'd like.
A ball and 2 strikes, the count to Tyler Flowers. Two balls and 2 strikes now to the Braves catcher. Acuna over at second. Joyce on at first with 2 down. Straight 3 called, and the inning is over. 2 left for Atlanta. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Now to the plate, Jason Kipnis. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest.
Jason Kipnis.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Counts 1-0.
Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Line toward the alley in left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Didn't try and do too much. Fastball, middle cut, places it right back where it came from.
Leone Martin.
Here's Leonis Martin. It was a 2-for-4 effort for him in Wednesday's game. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Now the 0-1. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. Two balls and a strike to Leonis Martin. The 2-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. Right down Main Street, caught him looking.
Time for a look at the Braves on D. And let's take a look at Ender Enciarte. The name of his game is speed. Covers a ton of ground. Great arm in the outfield. Ability to play Gold Glove caliber.
Stepping into the box, Hanley Ramirez. From the stretch, Kipnis runs. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Bottom of the second here with no score. And he fouls this one off. And Ramirez able to hold off on that one, but he still trails in the count. It's 1-2.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Hanley Ramirez. Back up the middle. Swanson picks it up. He'll go to the bag for 1. Relay to Freddie. Double play, and that'll end the inning. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. We've played 2 full, and we are tied 0-0. Here's Ender Enciarte, and he'll start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow.
The center fielder, number 11, Ender Enciarte.
First pitch on its way. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. Here comes the 0-1. Breaking ball down around the knees, laid off and called a strike.
I guess he's really trying to measure that fastball in his first at-bat, but you really never want to put yourself in 0-2 count if you could do anything about it.
0-2, here it comes. And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off. 1-2.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 1, second baseman.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Ozzie Albies. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Strike taken. Good pitch on the lower part of the zone. Albies just rakes left-handed pitching. There's no real way to dispute that. However, he's not nearly as proficient when facing pitching from the right side. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Gonzalez. Gone. He finds the short porch for a home run. Ozzie Albies with a solo homer. Second home run early in the year. As the Braves get on the board first, it's 1-0.
You know, as a pitcher, there's nothing worse than getting taken deep, but it's something every pitcher has to deal with. Even the best pitchers give up home runs. You just have to refocus and go after the next hitter.
Now batting, third baseman, Josh Donaldson.
Into the box now, Josh Donaldson, as he'll take a look at a curveball that drops in there on the outer half. It's strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Every pitcher gives up home runs, some more than others. But the best ones, forget about them as soon as the next guy digs into the batter's box. He showed me a lot right there by going after the next hitter and striking him out on only 3 pitches.
Into the box, Freddie Freeman. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here's the 1-0. 2 balls and no strikes.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
And a very low strike there. Trying to speed up the game, perhaps. It's 2-1. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Ronald Acuna would be next. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Stepping in for the Braves, Ronald Acuna. He drew a walk his first time up. Here comes the first pitch. In there at the letters 0-1.
Snuck that high, hard one by him without a swing, but that's a pitch and location he can do a lot of damage with. Got to be careful doing that.
The 0-1 delivery. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk, coming right after him here.
The 0-2 home. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Still no balls and 2 strikes. Freeman, the runner at first with 2 gone. Hard on the ground towards short. Reined in. On to Kipnis at second, and the inning is over. But the Braves are on the board first thanks to the solo home run. We played 2.5. It's now 1-0 Atlanta. And that'll bring in the San Diego product, Bradley Zimmer. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. Here's the pitch. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
0-1. Nope.
And a pitch up and in, keeping him honest. 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Now a foul tip that's held onto at the plate, and the count moves to 1-2 now. On the ground to the right side. Backhanded. And the off-balance throw will be too late, so a good effort that time, but it's an infield single.
The catcher.
So frustrating, Hero. You make a good pitch and you get these guys that can run around and they're fast. You think you have an out, and all of a sudden it turns into an infield single.
Yeah, this is definitely part of his game, the ground attack, Dan. He's a speedster. He's going to get a ton of infield singles, and he knows how frustrated that pitcher is.
And here's the catcher, Kevin Plawecki, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. He'll come into this one with an average way down at 235. 1 home run and 8 runs batted in. The 1-0 is a fastball that misses.
A veteran hitter certainly knows when he's got wheels on first base, he's probably getting a fastball, and he's probably getting it middle away. Might be a great time to get super aggressive.
Three and 0 now.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
The 3-0 pitch. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Huge innings have begun with
Now
much
batting,
less, I can
center
tell you that.
fielder,
First and
Tyler.
second, no out, and the guy on the bump really
Naquin.
needs a strikeout or a double play right here.
Into the box, Tyler Naquin, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
1-0.
Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0. Now the 1-0 is taken high above the zone.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
Outside, 3-0 now.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
First and second here with nobody out. 3-2 to the Indian center fielder.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
And that's 2 free passes in the 3rd inning alone. So you have to wonder if maybe it's something mechanical or if it's just psychological. Got to get back on track here.
Striding into the box, Carlos Gonzalez, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. First pitch of the at-bat. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
That missed. Close. It's ball 2.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0 and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
Tight spot. Bases loaded. Nobody out. Now he gets the ground ball to first. This might be 2. To second for 1. But they will not get them both as he beats out the back end and drives home the run from third.
Yeah, that's always a tough turn because it usually takes a long time to develop and someone has to go over to first to cover. This time they just get the 1.
In now, Jose Ramirez, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. Ready with the 1-0. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball, 1-1. Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. 2-1 to Jose Ramirez.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
Two and 2. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or are you still looking for the double play ball?
This is a great spot to be in as a pitcher. You have 2 strikes, you can bury 1 for a potential strikeout, and at worst, keep the ball down in the zone. You might be able to turn 1 pitch into an ending double play.
2-2 is a changeup that misses. 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
And he's able to stay alive here as the foul's tipped right off the catcher's grill, and that'll ring in the ears a bit. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Now a swing and a little bouncer softly hit to the right side of the mound. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
Really good job of putting the ball in play right there. Even though it wasn't a base hit, it does bring the go-ahead run for his team.
So digging in now, Francisco Lindor, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch on its way. In there, no balls and a strike.
There's a called strike on a fastball up in the zone. We're seeing more of that from pitchers nowadays. With the launch angles, guys are looking for the ball down in the zone. If a pitcher can pitch up in the zone like that pitch right there, you can go ahead and make some hay.
Inciarte's there, and that ends the inning. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Welcome back to Progressive Field in Cleveland as we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves offense with their manager Brian Snitker during the commercial break. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Leading off the inning, Nick Markakis, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Right fielder, Nick Markakis.
He's set, and the pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Out in front of this one is Markakis as this is lifted foul down the right field line and back in amongst the spectators. Oh, and 2, here it comes. Grounded to short. Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the 4th.
Up next
and so after getting the ground ball with the fastball on that last pitch, that'll segue perfectly to our pitch speed comparison for these 2 starters. And we've got 2 guys bringing some serious gas for you, as you see there. Top speeds 96 and 97. Striding in once again, Matt Joyce. He reached on a single in his first try. Here's the first pitch to him. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
One run, 2 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta.
I love the fact that the hitter was able to foul that pitch away. I always thought with 2 strikes, you give the pitcher that inside part of the plate and you do your best to cover away.
Here comes another 0-2. Now a check swing here. Did he go around? No, says third base umpire Ricky Holiday. Ball 1. Fouled off. The 1-2 misses, ball 2.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
Outside in a full count, 3-2.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long epic at bats, you start to get into swing mode.
Oh, and he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4.
Well, you never want to issue a free pass if you can help it. But when a hitter like that digs in, you'd rather he's standing at first than driving a ball out of here and erasing your one-run lead.
So a runner on first with 1 out now. And that brings up the former #1 overall pick, Dansby Swanson. He's set. Here it comes. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
This is the kind of at bat where your hitting coach grabs you on the way back to the dugout to have a little chat about your approach. Not a lot of positives to draw from that at bat when you take 2 strikes and then you chase one out of the zone to go down on only 3 pitches.
Standing in now, Tyler Flowers. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
And he takes a called strike 2.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Going to have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
The 1-2 is looked at off the plate for a ball. And strike 3 called, as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. 1 left for Atlanta. They're down 2-1. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with manager Terry Francona during the break about his thoughts on the Indians' hitters to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already, and he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Digging in for his second at-bat, Jason Kipnis. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
1 ball, no strikes the count. The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. The 1-1 home is a changeup that's looked at for a ball. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. The 3-1 smoked the other way, high and deep to left. Back goes Joyce. But he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
And with that double, he's 2 for 2 and halfway to the cycle. Gave it a good ride, and that's the second time he's barreled up the ball. So he's seeing the ball really well. See if his teammates can pick him up and bring him home now.
Stepping in now, Leonis Martin. Hit weakly back to the mound. And a good throw gets him one gone.
Up next for Cleveland, the first baseman.
Coming to the plate now, Hanley Ramirez. First pitch of the at-bat. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Ready with the 0-1. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Pitch popped up. Freeman moving to his left. Makes the play, and there are two gone now.
The left fielder, number 4, Bradley Zimmer.
Standing in, Bradley Zimmer. From the belt, the pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. This is foul for the first strike. Kipnis at third with 2 away. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. One ball and 2 strikes to count. Curveball locks him up. Strike 3, and that's the third out. One left for the Tribe as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Now in the box, Ender Inciarte comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Number 11, Ender Inciarte.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Runs up and gets this one down. And the throw will be too late, so it's a bunt single to get him started here.
Up next for Atlanta, the second baseman, Ozzie.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Ozzie Albies. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
That last at bat, he didn't crush that changeup for a home run, but listen, a home run is a home run. This guy's awfully strong, and he can hit it out to any part of the ballpark.
There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. Some stirring now in the Cleveland bullpen. They'll get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing. The 0-1 pitch. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. There's strike 2 as the hanging slider was let go. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Count remains 2-2. Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
Digging in once again, Josh Donaldson has gone down on strikes twice already in this one. And Dan, when you know you have a chance to hand someone a hat trick for the game, is there any extra motivation to punch him out again?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, Matt. When you have a good hitter like this and you punched him out twice already, you just want to continue to go out there and make good pitches and see if you can't dominate him for a third time.
Here's the first pitch to him. Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1. Fifth inning, 2-1 our score. Behind 0-2 now.
Think he was sitting on that pitch right there? He absolutely smoked that ball. You could tell the grimace on his face that he wanted to keep that one fair.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the one-out single.
Hey, they say in this game you better have a short memory. Well, that's obviously the case with this batter. He came into that third at bat after getting his ticket punched twice and was able to get a single.
Into the box, Freddie Freeman, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He's 0 for 1 thus far. A ball and a strike now to the Braves first baseman. Freeman playing here in his age 29 season. He was taken in the second round back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, Matt, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
Right side, hit hard. Dive, but it's off his glove, and the run should score. And he recovers to make the play, so a run is across to score, but they do record the second out.
Good job there to put the ball on the ground and pick up the tying run. This one has the makings of being a close game until the very end.
In now, Ronald Acuna, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Ready with the 1-0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Hard on the ground towards short. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
Hey, that's a heck of an effort by the shortstop right there to leave his feet and try and make that throw to first base. Got to be frustrated a little bit as a pitcher. You executed your spot.
Well, I tell you what, as soon as you throw one like that, D-Roy, you see your shortstop get a glove on it. You're thinking, okay, maybe he has a shot to get him, but that's a long throw after that jump throw, and it's solid infield base hit, but very frustrating as a pitcher.
Danny Salazar trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away. Nick Markakis will be the first one to greet him now, as he'll do so with runners at the corners and 2 out in the inning. First offering on its way. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Awfully frustrating for a pitcher. You make a close pitch like that just barely misses. Whoo, that's a tough one to get back.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
One of my favorite pitches in the game right there, the old Greg Maddux equalizer. Started at the front hip and bring it back.
The set and the 1-1. Oh, good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
I always felt, though, too, you had to cover away. If a guy's going to bury you in 3 times in a row, you tip your cap and walk back to the dugout, because that's not easy to do.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Line toward right center. And that's going to get down out there. And that'll score the runner from third as they seize control here, 3-2.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, Hero. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Into the box now, Matt Joyce. No balls and a strike to count. It was a walk in his last trip. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch outside for a ball, 1-1. Salazar is a fairly prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a lot of strikeouts, and that clearly helps him through the tough spots like the one he finds himself in here.
Matty V, let me tell you something. What makes this guy so special? He's like his own relief pitcher for a relief pitcher. He gets into trouble, and what does he do? He kind of puts it in 5th gear, and he just takes it up another notch. Not a lot of guys can do what this guy does. He can pitch a couple of different gears, and when he puts that thing in full drive, he's nearly impossible to make contact off of.
Called strike 2 as he locks him up there.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A called strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
He's set. The 2-2 to first. Scooped up. Oh, look at the sliding stop. What a play. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Braves on top, 3-2. Into the box now, Kevin Plawecki. He worked a walk and came around to score in his first trip in this game.
Kevin Plawecki.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Here's a changeup that's right there, 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
That's ball.
3-1.
Great situation right here. Leading off the inning, you got to find a way to get on base any way possible. But I don't like to take the aggression away from hitters. If it's in your zone, I want you swinging.
3-2, full count.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're trying to put a starter away. Make him work his tail off, throw a lot of pitches, and get on base any way that you can. A big inning at this point of the game, and he's probably gone.
Digging in to try it again, Tyler Naquin. It was a walk in his last trip. From the stretch. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. The 0-1. On the ground to second base. This could be two. The second for one. On to Freeman. A double play.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2-ball.
Stepping in now, Carlos Gonzalez. And he's first pitch swinging here as he lines this one into left field for a base hit.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Boy, this lineup is so deep, 1 through 9. They can put a hurting on you, and they're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher.
Into the box, Jose Ramirez, as he'll take a look at ball one.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
That'll find its way out of play. Still going to have a good hitter's count. 2-1 now. Liner toward right center. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far. Gonzalez isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. And the throw in gets away from him. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Now it's the all-world all-star shortstop Francisco Lindor, as he'll take a changeup here for strike one. Pause, and the 0-2. Hit on the ground to short. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
Second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
Now at the plate, Jason Kipnis. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a ball 1-0.
Well, you know, giving up 3 straight hits is bad enough, but now it looks like he's starting to nibble a little bit. It's hard not to when you're getting hit, but you don't want to put yourself at bad counts.
The set and the 1-0. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
3-1 now.
Couldn't be a whole lot better situation to hit in now. 3-1, 2 on. He's got to be thinking he's going to get a pitch he can drive right here.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Kipnis takes, and this pitch misses for ball 4. It's a free pass.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Striding in for the Indians, Leonis Martin. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
1-0.
Shin high. That's taken for a ball. Two and 0 now.
No strike.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to hump up on a fastball and sailed on it.
Ramirez at third. Lindor at second. Kipnis at first. 2 out in the inning. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Here it is. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Taking all the way there, and a walk could be huge here, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's got the bat on his shoulder again on the next pitch.
Full count, 3-2 to the Indians DH.
This is the cat and mouse of today's game. 3-1 almost definitely bought you that fastball, and he took it. Interested to see if this pitcher goes to that well again. Fear of bases being loaded, or he's willing to break something off.
Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
First baseman, Hanley.
Digging in, Hanley Ramirez. No hits to this point. Comes the Braves manager out as he'll take that slow walk toward the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll depart here in the 5th after working just 4 2/3, and he's on the hook for the L unless this one turns around. Shane Carl answers the call to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits a bases loaded jam, but needs just 1 out to get out of it. He's ready. Here's the first offering. In there, and it's 0-1.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
Ready with the 0-1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
And Ramirez able to hold off on that one, but he still trails in the count. It's 1-2. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. Ready with the 1-2. And another foul ball.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Drilled to the right side. Albies scoops it up. Throw on to first, and an important pitch there as they get out of the inning before things explode. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. 5 innings complete. It's the Indians 4 and the Braves 3. And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0. Is a fastball on the outer third. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
And that is what you're going to get when you've got a flamethrower coming out of the bullpen. Wow. And when you're late on a fastball and you make contact below the label, all of a sudden, you're holding some new firewood.
Standing in now, Tyler Flowers.
Nope,
Ball one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And that's too high, ball 2.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
Called a strike on the inside part of the plate, 2-1. Over at the knees, and that's the 2nd strike.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
4-3 our score here as we play inning number 6. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Another try at 2-2. So a full count now. Ender Inciarte is on deck. Now the payoff pitch home. Freezes him. A strikeout looking. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Into the box now, Ender Inciarte. As the changeup to him drops in there for the 1st strike. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. Strike 2 as that's taken on the outside part of the plate. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Down in order go the Braves. Still down a run. It's 4-3. Stepping in, Bradley Zimmer. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
For the Indians, the left fielder, Bradley.
First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball in there for a called strike. Hard hit ball to short. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
Now batting, the catcher, Kevin Plawecki.
Now at the plate, Kevin Plawecki. A couple of walks for him thus far. First things first, here's a throw over, and he's back easily. Here's the first pitch to him. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And that finds its way through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Now batting.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in 2 places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here that ball found the hole.
Yeah, that's a tough thing. You make a quality pitch and a guy shoots one through the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately not, and now we've got a couple of guys on.
In now, Tyler Naquin. And he puts it on the ground to second. Albies brings it in. One there. Back to Freeman, not in time, and they'll just get the one. So they avoid what could have been a costly double play there.
Yeah, and that credit the batter for busting out of the box and hustling down the line instead of getting mad at himself for rolling over on a ground ball. It's little things like that that can change the whole game.
Into the box, Carlos Gonzalez, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Count now, a ball and a strike. And Gonzalez lays off as he goes to 2-1 now. Runners are at first and third, one away. To 2-2 now.
It's funny, that pitch, I can picture being in the box. That pitch looks so good to hit, and why does no one ever get to it? A good executed high fastball usually blows 9 out of 10 guys away.
And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. The 2-2 one more time. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
With the meat of the order due up next, you could probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
Runners are at the corners with one man out. And he may have thought something was on here as he stepped off to look back to first. 3-2 pitch. Hit down the line at first, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. The 3-2 one more time. On the line, that's a base hit. And the runner from third crosses the plate. Now a 5-3 game.
Boy, what a battle there, D-Roll. Several pitch at bat right there. He threw everything but the kitchen sink, and he was still able to get an RBI base hit.
And Dan, I can't tell you, the longer the ABs go, usually, I'll tell you get in that swing mode where if he throws the rosin bag, you're pulling the trigger on it. Wait for him to settle in his zone and not come outside of it and end up getting a knock.
And now he'll step off and raise his hand towards second, but he'll just hold on to it. And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. Standing in now, Jose Ramirez. And he lays off there, 1-0. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0 is a fastball down below the knees.
Well, you can see what he's trying to do right there. Double play situation. 2 balls down in the zone, trying to get that ground ball. Didn't get him to bite at either one. Now he's behind in the count, 2-0.
3-0 to him now. Now the 3-0 offering. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And the Tribe keep it rolling as this will be extra bases again. And he's in safely at third as a run will score on the play as well. Just an absolute laser that time, screaming off the bat, if you will. And Showtrack tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by. And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first. So the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk. And the force play is now in order. So bases are loaded. Nowhere to put him with one away. And standing in now, the power hitting second baseman, Jason Kipnis. Jesse Biddle is called upon to pitch, really needing that double play ball. Bases are loaded here with only one man out.
Jesse Biddle.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And the first pitch misses high here. Perhaps trying to get him to pop something up. It's 1-0. The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
If you're hitting in this situation, you have to look one spot, and that is all. This guy is really scuffling out on the mound. The bases are loaded. 2-0 count. He's all over the place. One spot. If it's not there, you have to take.
2-1 now. Gonzalez on third. Ramirez on second. Lindor is over at first with 1 away.
That's ball 3.
This could be trouble now. It's 3-1.
You fight so hard to get into these type of counts. You can't let this pitch get away from you. You have to keyhole something middle of the plate.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. Would have been a grand slam if he'd straightened it out. Instead, it's a foul ball. The next 3-2. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Into the box now, Leonis Martin, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. A pause and the 0-2. Slider. Ooh, thought he had him, but it's 1-2. Ready with the 1-2. And good take that time on a low breaking ball. 2-2 now.
He executed that 1-2 curveball pretty well. I think it's right where he wanted it to end up, but he couldn't get him to chase at it. We'll see what they go with now after that didn't work out.
Here's the 2-2. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. In there, a base hit. 1 run scores. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's an 8-3 ball game.
Dan, from a pitcher standpoint, that's a backbreaker. 2 out, 2 RBI base hit right there.
Awfully frustrating. You're trying to make some good pitches. You get 2 outs, and all of a sudden you give up that big base hit that drives in 2. Frustrating for a pitcher.
Here's Hanley Ramirez, as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Now the 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. 4 runs here in this half inning. Strike taken. Good bender on the outside there.
Hey, I don't mind that take right there. That was a nasty breaking ball. Started outside the zone, popped back inside the zone. Good spin rate on it. Move on to the next pitch.
Pops this one up, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. A shot down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Another good inning here for the Indians. Hey, fun times in Cleveland again. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Back here in Cleveland, 7th inning coming up with the Indians on top. But before we get any further, let's check out our game summary for the first 6 innings. Now batting, Ozzie Albies, and he'll get us started in what's officially the back third of this one.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike.
Objective number one right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
Albies with a 1-1 count now.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
Change up just off the black, and it's 2-1. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now. The 3-1 pitch. Finds the zone to fill the count, 3-2. And he takes strike three called on the fastball. One gone.
Up next for Atlanta, the third baseman.
Leadoff man gone, and that'll bring in the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. And low, it's a ball and a strike. One out, nobody on. Up high, 2-1 now. Good take there to lay off the high fastball. And he drops a change in on him there, and that'll run it full 3-2. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the third time.
Well, he's really rolling on the mound right now. All you have to do is look at the last four hitters for evidence. All four of them have gone down on strikes, as you're seeing here. That's not easy to do, so you know he's got to be pretty dialed in out there.
First offering on its way. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. 2 out, nobody on. Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Line toward the alley in left center. Zimmer will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Braves are set down 1-2-3. Can't make any headway into an 8-3 deficit. Josh Tomlin gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home seventh.
Josh Tomlin.
Stepping up to the plate, Bradley Zimmer. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one.
Bradley Zimmer.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Strike taken. Good pitch on the lower part of the zone. Pulled toward right center field. On the move is Markakis. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Now batting, the catcher, Kevin Plawecki.
1 out now for the Indians in their 7th. And in to hit next, it'll be the catcher, Kevin Plawecki. Here comes the first pitch. Lays off 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he pops it up. Markakis coming on. He can't get to it. This one's down. He's around first, heading for 2. And the throw in gets away from him. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
And this is just a cut fastball. He's trying to sneak in the back door. He's unable to get it done. Leaves it right over the heart of the plate. And that's just too easy for a guy like this. He's licking his chops as the ball arrives. And he drills it to the outfield for an extra base hit.
Stepping in now, Tyler Naquin, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. The 1-0. High in the air out to center field. Inciarte's there, 2 gone.
The right fielder, number 7, Carlos Gonzalez.
So stepping in, Carlos Gonzalez. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Now the 1-0. Taken, strike 1 outside corner. The 1-1 home. Misses down below the knees.
Count is 2-1.
Plawecki stands at second with 2 gone. And this ball hit well by Gonzalez out to deep right field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Indians leave 1, but they lead it by a count of 8-3. Leading off the inning, Ronald Acuna, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Ronald Acuna Jr.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike.
I mean, the obvious key right now is the movement on his 2-seamer. He's able to spot it up in when he has to, and he's able to go backdoor.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. 1-1. Now some movement in the Tribe bullpen as a right-hander starts to loosen up. The 1-1 is in there for the second strike. Fastball here misses low, and it's back to even now at 2-2. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now. On deck is Nick Markakis. Now the 3-2 pitch. Skied into very shallow right. Gonzalez has a read on it. And that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, right fielder.
Time now for our starter comparison, and that tells the story. As you can see, neither guy able to get past 5 innings. Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Right there for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
And it's fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. Here's another 1-2. Got him looking with the fastball as that had some two-seam movement to it. 2 gone. Our line scorer here from Progressive Field. Tribe leading this one in the 8th as they look to put the finishing touches on a solid home win. Stepping up now, Matt Joyce. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, that's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
First delivery to him on the way. And that's in there for strike 1.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attacking the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
Count is 1-2 now. The 1-2. Count still at 1-2. Again, a 1-2. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A solo home run there for Matt Joyce. 4th home run here in the early going, as it is now an 8-4 ball game.
Just an absolutely amazing home run there. Certainly worthy of the show track treatment. And as you can see, 114 miles an hour off the bat, and that should give you a pretty good indication as to how well he connected on that swing.
Nick Goody enters the ball game out of the pen, looking for the final out here in the top of inning number 8.
Nick Goody. The batter, number 7. Shortstop.
In now, Dansby Swanson, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Cold strike at the knees, 1-1. The 1-1 home.
This one is fouled away up to the concourse area.
The 1-2 pitch. Waved out and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Braves draw a bit closer courtesy of the solo home run. On now to the bottom of inning number 8. It's the Indians 8 and the Braves 4. Into the box now, Jose Ramirez. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. First pitch on its way. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
It'll be interesting to see if the pitcher goes back to that. I don't know if the hitter was trying to work the ball the other way, but whatever it was, it just did not look good.
That's the ball.
At the letters, but called high. It's a ball.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there, that cutter inside. And that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
Just hung in there on that one. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike three.
Really good pitch right there. So you're moving the ball all around the strike zone. And then what do? You come in. That's a hard pitch for any hitter to do anything with. Just really makes it difficult to get that bat head out.
So here's Francisco Lindor now, as he'll take a good look at a curveball that sweeps right across the zone in there for the first strike. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Inciarte's there. 2 gone.
Now batting, the second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. First offering on its way. Cut fastball taken for strike one. This one's down to third. Donaldson's there. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Indians go down 1-2-3. They still lead it by a count of 8-4. Ready now, Tyler Flowers. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
Tyler Flowers.
First pitch of the at-bat. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Action going on now in the Indians bullpen as they have a left-hander up and getting loose. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
2 strikes.
Hit in the air to center field. Naquin is right there, 1 down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Ender Inciarte.
Digging in now, Ender Inciarte. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
1 ball, no strikes to count. And ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside. 1-1. The 1-1 runs a bit inside for a ball. Two and 2.
I think he'll be frustrated with himself about that swing. He was in a good hitter's count and ended up chasing one out of the zone. Now the count's even again.
Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
The batter, number 1, second baseman.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Stepping in, Ozzie Albies. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
You know, with 2 outs and nobody on, that's the last thing you want to do on the mound. That really gives the opposition some hope that they can do something with this inning.
So coming to the plate, Josh Donaldson. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A ball and no strikes. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Albies leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Back in standing. The 2-0 is in there for strike 1.
2-1.
The 2-1 taken, called, strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. And now the crowd, estimated at over 29,000, come to their feet. Here's a look over to first, and the runner back easily. 2 out with the man at first. Fly ball out toward left center field. And that's going to put an end to this one. And the Indians have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over.
Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
8-4 tonight. The Cleveland Indians used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Danny Salazar claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
The final line score for our ball game tonight: for the victorious Cleveland Indians, 8 runs on 13 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 30 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
Welcome to your Saturday edition of Inside the Show. I'm Justin Allegri. Starting off in the National League East, the Indians totaled 13 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Braves 8-4. The Washington Nationals went deep 4 times as they took down the Fish in Miami 9-3. The Mets right fielder, number 30, grabbed 3 base knocks, leading the Mets to the win over the Cardinals 6-4. The Phillies got 18 hits as they secured the win in extras against the Rockies 15-6. The Arizona Diamondbacks totaled 11 hits as they bested the Cubbies at Wrigley Field 5-0. Jesus Aguilar drove in 4 and had a home run as Milwaukee took one from the Dodgers 4-2. The San Francisco Giants combined to allow only 4 hits as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 2-0. Franmil Reyes was a major force at the plate with 6 RBIs as the Padres were winners over the Reds 6-3. The Royals shortstop, number 27, had a day to remember, amassing an impressive 7 RBIs at the plate, helping lead the Royals to the win over the Yankees 13-8. The Red Sox put up 16 hits on the day as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 7-3. The Minnesota Twins combined for 10 hits as a team as they beat the O's in Baltimore 6-3. The White Sox put up 16 hits on the day as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 9-6. Justin Bour was a force at the plate with 3 long balls and 4 RBIs as the Angels got the win against the Mariners 12-2. The Oakland Athletics pounded out 17 hits in this one as they took down the visiting Blue Jays 8-4. Jose Altuve had 3 hits on the day, leading the Stros to a win over the Rangers 5-3. Thanks for tuning in today. We'll be back here tomorrow and all season long.